already cooked the lima beans, which I just got the baby lima beans out of the frozen food department. And I have just my personal preference, what I do at home. I don't cook a lot of the frozen vegetables. When you thaw, I'd rather have them thawed out and then heated in whatever you're doing, because whatever they need to do to get them frozen, they probably parboil them or something. So I felt that when I took them out of the package, after they had been thawed, they were really table ready. They just weren't hot. So take that with whatever. You know, it says on there to put them in the I did put them in the microwave for about 8 to 10 minutes with just a little bit of water because I did use the fresh green beans, which you'll see in here. There's one cut up. So I did cook them like that. Whether I needed to, I had to cook the green beans, but whether I needed to cook the lima beans, I don't know that I would have. All right, we're going to start off with cooking some mushrooms in a little bit of oil here. Again with the olive oil, which is very good. Okay, and our mushrooms. It's like mushroom night. I hope everybody likes mushrooms. All right, put those in there. Like that. And then we're going to just use a little cornstarch to thicken that up when they've cooked down a little bit. So we've got our beans ready, our cornstarch and water. Some garbanzo beans, again for fiber and protein. I did rinse them and drain them and rinse them. The Italian-style stewed tomatoes, I did not. You may want to, when you look at them, when we put them in, to cut them up first. They might be too big of pieces, but you know, that's just personal preference. All right, cook these up a little bit. All right, any questions while we're waiting for that to heat up? Everybody's good. Everybody's do we have any vegetarians in the group? Or just, there's one. That's why we did the class. I knew somebody had asked for it.
I'll eat other stuff, but I prefer veggies.
Well, that's, you know, some people are like that for, you know, ethical reasons, if you will, and then other people just don't like to eat meat, you know.
Well, we were vegetarian for about a year and a half, and we were the healthiest then.
Mm-hmm.
But then my kidneys failed. And on a vegetarian diet, if you have normal kidneys, the potassium is fine. So you get a lot of potassium
right.
in the
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go off of it.
Because that, huh. Is that because of other health reasons that you had that? Or is that because of that?
Other health reasons that caused the kidney.
Okay.
Potassium was making it.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. You know, whenever you...
I lost weight with that product.
Yeah.
And you just eat and your heart.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, you know, the things that we've done here are very filling. You know, and even some of the other recipes we've made throughout the course of the class don't have the meat in it. You don't have the animal fat. Vegetables, again, are very healthy for you. I think some of it is, you know, mind over matter. It's like, I gotta have a hamburger. Well, do you really? You know. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't think of that, but yeah, if you're not buying the $6.99 a pound porterhouse or whatever, and you know, you can certainly afford to buy the, you know, $4 or whatever it would work out to be, spaghetti squash. So I think, you know, whenever you do a diet like this, or a lifestyle, really isn't a diet, a lifestyle like this, I think the more you think about it and the more you plan it, the better off you are, you know, and try different things. Don't just have green beans all the time, you know, but mix it up and try the exotic things. All right, these are cooking good. I'm going to go ahead and add our tomatoes and our beans. Ooh, that sounds good. This, I think, could be a main dish. Now, where I got the recipe, and I forgot where I got it because sometimes I change them up, but it did call this like a stew. And I don't know that I would classify it that because it really didn't have a whole lot of juice with it. Now, if you wanted to add more juice, that would be, you know, you could add some vegetable stock or even another can of the tomatoes. So I think having this, you could do it either way. It would be, nutrition-wise, it could be a main dish because it's got all the beans in it. If you wanted to use it as a side dish with something else, that's good. You know, I think if you had this with just a green salad and maybe some fruit, there's your meal. So, okay, so we put the water and the cornstarch in just to kind of thicken. You see that thicken the sauce up a little bit from the tomatoes, which is what we want to see. And then we're going to add this, and this was, I thought, good because it didn't have any cheese in it. A lot of times I think when you start, you know, doing a vegetarian diet or a vegetarian lifestyle, all of a sudden you think, okay, well, I can't have meat, I'll have cheese. Well, you know, then you've got other issues with that. There's other ways to get protein other than, you know, cheese. Okay, so this is done. That sounds like it's done. I think this makes a... It's pretty. I think it's real hearty with the different kind of beans in there. All right, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to get something to put that on a plate. Let's see what I've got here. Let me grab this over here. Like I said, they call this more of a stew, but there's not a whole lot of juice to it, so I think you could really use it as just a main dish, like I said, with a salad and some fruit. That'd be great. Okay, take that off the heat. There is our mixed bean and mushroom ragout.